Be me, 24 years old, with a decent job in IT. Been dating this absolute goddess named Alexandra for 3 months. 9 out of 10, easy, smart, funny, gets all my dumb references. Best girlfriend I've ever had, no cap. We vibe on literally everything. Gaming together, same taste in shows, she even laughs at my terrible jokes, feeling like I finally found the one. Life is good. JPEG. One random Tuesday in April. We're chilling at my place. She's been acting weird all day. Keeps starting sentences and then stopping. Pat, I need to tell you something. Nervous sweating. PNG. Oh God, is she pregnant? Or wait, does she have an ex coming back? My brain goes into overdrive. Come on, baby. You've been hesitating for like 3 hours. Just tell me. How bad could it be? She takes a deep breath. Looks me dead in the eyes. Pat, I was born a guy. What.exe has stopped working. I literally laugh. Alexandra, very funny, lame prank. April Fools, you got me. Check calendar on my phone. It is April 1st. Nice try, babe. You're getting back at me for that oven joke about your cat. She's not laughing. Actually looks kind of hurt. Oh no. Pat, I'm being serious. I didn't even realize it was April 1st. This isn't a prank. Stare at her. She stares back. This is getting uncomfortable. Okay, so what? Can we go to lunch now? Trying to deflect because my brain is melting. She sighs. Pat, seriously, I was born a guy named Alex. It took me months to work up to telling you. My stomach drops. I want to believe you, but we've done everything already. You seem 100% woman to me. She nods. Yes, I am 100% woman. But my friends have been on my case about telling you. And it felt wrong to keep hiding it. Brain.exe rebooting. Trying to process. Wait, are you being serious or still joking? Like you're seriously telling me you were born male? She looks relieved I'm at least listening. Yes, Pat, I'm transgender. I transitioned about 8 months ago. I was born a guy, but now I'm fully female. 8 months ago. We met 5 months ago. Quickmaths.png. So you were still transitioning when we met? She nods. Suddenly everything shifts. Her hands are kind of big. Her feet are bigger than mine. She is like 5'10". How did I not notice? You lied to me. The words come out harsher than I meant. I didn't lie, you never asked. Well, you could have told me. What was I supposed to say at the club? Hey, I'm Alexandra. I was born a guy. Want to dance? She's getting defensive. I'm getting defensive. This is spiraling. At least before we, you know. She crosses her arms. Look, I was pretty drunk and you kind of forced yourself on me. What? I did no such thing. Okay, sorry. I mean, I liked it, but you were pretty aggressive. Now I'm the bad guy somehow? This conversation is a train wreck. I need to think about this. Grab my keys. She looks like she might cry. Does this mean you're breaking up with me? I don't know, Alex. I need space. Leave my own apartment. Sitting in my car in the parking lot. What the actual hell just happened? Drive to the gym. Absolutely destroy the weights. Trying to process feelings through bench press? Doesn't work. Call my buddy Frank. Need to talk to someone. Yo, Frank, you free? Meet up at our usual bar. He can tell something's wrong. Dude, you look like you've seen a ghost. Down half my beer in one go. Frank, you know that crazy hot Matrix video you sent me? He laughs. Yeah, man, why? So, Alexandra, deep breath. She told me she was born a guy. Frank literally spits out his drink. What? Other people in the bar turn to look. Dude, keep it down. He leans in, whispering now. You're telling me the absolute smoke show is trans? I nod. He sits back. Holy shit, man. That video was right, dude. If she's that hot and seems that normal, there's always something. I told you to be careful. Not helpful, Frank. What do I do? He shrugs. Do you still like her? I mean, yeah? Then I don't know, man. That's on you. Thanks for nothing, buddy. Spend the next week in my feelings. Alexandra texts me every day. I miss you. Can we talk? I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. Each text makes my chest hurt. I do miss her. She was the best girlfriend I've ever had. But the lying, though. Or was it lying if I never asked? Finally agree to meet for coffee. Show up early because anxiety. She walks in looking nervous, still gorgeous. Damn it. Sit down across from each other. Awkward silence. I got you something. She slides a small wrapped box across the table. You didn't have to. Just open it. It's a flash drive, labeled For Our Future. Confused.png. I know you wanted kids someday. Oh no, where is this going? I went to a donor bank before I transitioned. That's sperm, my sperm, from before. I'm holding a flash drive of frozen sperm in the middle of a Starbucks. This is my life now. We could get a surrogate. I thought ahead because I knew this was important. She's literally planned our entire future. And I'm still stuck on the fact that she was a dude 8 months ago. Alexandra. What's the big deal, Pat? You can't even tell, right? And that's the thing. I genuinely cannot tell. She's more feminine than half the CIS girls I've dated. Better at makeup than my sister. Wears heels better than anyone I know. But my brain is still catching up. It's the deception. I grew up thinking one way and reality is something else. She reaches across the table, takes my hand. I'm still the same person you fell for. I'm still me. Just with a more complicated backstory. We talk for 3 hours. She explains the whole process. The hormones, the surgery, the therapy. How hard it was to tell me. How scared she was I'd react exactly like this. And I'm sitting there realizing, she was brave as hell to tell me. Drive home. Dad's in the living room, looks up from his newspaper. You look better? Feeling okay after the breakup? We didn't break up. We talked. He raises an eyebrow. Where you headed now? Back to see her. He puts down the paper. Patrick, sit down. Oh no, here we go. Dad lecture incoming. Sit on the couch. He's got that serious dad face on. Son, I know what it's like to care about someone. But you can't build something on a lie. It's only been 3 months, I interrupt. Dad, she told me, doesn't that count for something? She could have never told me. But she did. Dad does this whole thing with an apple and a banana analogy, trying to say Alexandra isn't a real woman, getting pretty heated. Dad, that's not even PC to say. This is a private conversation. I roll so hard I see my brain. Let me ask you this. If you'd known that first night, would you have still gone for it? And I pause. Because honestly, probably not. But does that matter now? You're not into guys, son. Don't trick yourself into thinking you are. And she deserves someone who's 100% in, not someone who's reluctant. That one hits different. Because he's kind of right. Am I being fair to her? Spend the next few days really thinking, like deep existential crisis thinking. What do I actually care about? The person I fell for is still the same person. She didn't change, just my perception did. And she was honest when it mattered. Decided to keep dating her. We're taking it slow, but it feels right. Couple months later, watching Netflix together. Some documentary about factory farming. Absolutely horrifying. I'm going vegetarian. Alexandra looks at me. What? Yeah, I can't support this industry anymore. She sighs. Pat, you hate vegetables. A week later, I'm eating a salad, sadly. She's having a burger. This is ridiculous. You've been miserable all week. I'm making a moral choice, Alexandra. She puts down her burger. No, you're being performative. Excuse me, what? You lectured me about honesty. But you're not being honest with yourself. You don't actually care about this. You just watched one documentary. I watched one documentary and changed my whole identity. Oh, that's a low blow. That's different and you know it. Fight escalates. She's saying I'm not committed to anything. I'm saying she's being unsupportive. We're both wrong. Both right. Both stubborn as hell. Maybe we should take a break. She says it first. I agree. We break up over vegetables. The irony is not lost on me. Month later, absolutely miserable. Dad suggests I travel. Go find yourself or whatever people do. Books me a ticket to Nepal. Spiritual journey time, kiddo. Okay, boomer, but sure. Maybe hiking in the mountains will fix my broken brain. Arrive in Kathmandu. Join a trekking group. There's this guy, Edward. British accent, really into philosophy. We end up hiking together most days. Actually really easy to talk to. No pressure, no expectations. Just two dudes discussing life on a mountain. So, what brings you here? Tell him the whole story. Alexandra, the revelation, the vegetables, all of it. He listens without judgment. Sounds like you've been trying to figure out who you are. By dating people who challenge your assumptions. Is this guy a therapist? We become actual friends. Like real genuine friendship. Haven't had that with a guy in years. Usually just surface level sports and beer talk. But Edward and I discuss everything. Philosophy, relationships, identity, meaning of life. It's refreshing.jpg. One night at base camp, sitting under a ridiculous amount of stars. Edward turns to me. Can I tell you something? Oh no, not again. I was born female. Stare at him, he's nervous, waiting for my reaction. And I just laugh. Not mean laughing, just the sheer cosmic irony of it. Of course you were. This is my life now, apparently. He looks confused. You're not upset? Edward, you're one of the coolest people I've met. Why would I care what you were born as? And I mean it, because somewhere on this mountain, I stopped caring about the labels and started caring about the humans. We keep traveling together. Nepal turns into Thailand. Thailand turns into Vietnam. At some point, we're holding hands. At some point, we're kissing. At some point, I realize, oh, I might actually be bisexual. Dad was wrong. I'm not into guys or into girls. I'm into people who challenge me, who make me think, who are brave enough to be themselves, regardless of what parts they were born with. 6 months later, back in the States, Edward and I are dating officially. Decided to visit Dad. Time to rip off this Band-Aid. Dad, this is Edward, my boyfriend. Dad's eye twitches. Boyfriend? Yes, Dad. Turns out I'm bi, surprise. Edward shakes his hand. Pleasure to meet you, sir. Patrick's told me a lot about you. We sit down for dinner. Awkward at first, but Edward's charm offensive is working. Talking about his PhD research, his family in London. Dad's actually engaged. After dinner, Dad pulls me aside. So, this is really what you want? Yeah, Dad, it is. He nods slowly. He seems like a good person. Treats you well? The best. Another nod. Then I'm happy for you, son. Few months into dating, Edward's acting weird. Oh God. Here we go again. Pat, we need to talk. My heart rate spikes. What is it? He sits me down, holds both my hands. I was born a girl. I know, Edward, you told me in Nepal. Oh, right. I'm just making sure you still know. And you're still okay with it? Kiss him. I fell for you knowing that, dummy. Nothing's changed. He smiles. That smile that makes his eyes crinkle. Good, because I was thinking. I still have my original equipment, if you know what I mean. I do not know what he means. I kept everything before I fully transitioned socially. Which means we could have biological children. If you wanted, brain processing. Wait, you can... Yes, Pat, I can get pregnant. I'm transgender, not infertile. Unless you want to use Alexandra's donation. She texted me, actually, said we could have it. Wait, what? You're in contact with Alexandra? Turns out they've been friends for months. Bonded over both being trans. Both dating me at different points. Edward showed her pictures from Nepal. She sent him the frozen donation info. They've been planning this. I'm dating the world's most elaborate tag team. So what do you say? Want to have kids with me? Look at this man. This beautiful, complicated, wonderful human. Who knows all my baggage? Who loves me anyway? Who planned a future with me? Yes. Absolutely yes, 2 years later. Married in a small ceremony. Dad walked me down the aisle, cried the whole time. Alexandra was there too. She and Edward are actually best friends now. It's weird, but it works. Edward gets pregnant. We're having twins. One boy, one girl. We're naming them after people who changed our lives, he decides. The girl, Alexandra. The boy, Francis, after Frank, who sent that stupid video. Sitting in the hospital, holding my daughter, Edward's holding our son. Dad's in the corner crying again. I'm so proud of you, Patrick. You found your way. Frank visits, looks at Edward, looks at the babies, looks at me. Dude, your life is fucking weird. I know, Frank. I know. But here's the thing. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's not traditional. Yeah, it's not what I imagined at 24. But it's mine. And it's perfect. And I learned that love isn't about parts or labels or what someone was born as. It's about finding someone who makes you better, who challenges you, who's brave enough to be honest, even when it's hard, even when it might cost them everything. Alexandra taught me to question assumptions. Edward taught me to embrace complexity. And both taught me that the heart wants what it wants, regardless of what society says should be in someone's pants. Later that night, Edward's asleep. Babies are asleep. I'm awake thinking about everything. Pull out my phone, text Alexandra. Thank you, she responds immediately. For what? For being brave enough to tell me. Even though you knew I might leave. It set me on the path to all this. 3 dots appear. You are always going to find your way, Pat. I just gave you a push. Now go be a great dad. And tell Edward I said hi. Look around the hospital room, my husband, my children, my weird, complicated, beautiful life. And realize, sometimes the best things come from the most unexpected places. Sometimes the person you're meant to be with isn't who you thought you were looking for. And that's okay. Dad was wrong about the apple and banana thing. It's not about what fruit you want. It's about finding the one that nourishes you, that makes you grow, that completes you, even if it comes in unexpected packaging. Moral of the story? Don't judge books by covers. Don't let labels define love. And definitely don't make life decisions based on YouTube videos, unless it's about how to change a diaper. Seriously, send help. These twins poop so much. Also, if your girlfriend tells you something huge, maybe don't immediately run to your dad for advice, just saying. Sometimes you gotta figure it out yourself. Make your own choices. Live your own truth. And most importantly, love is love. Whether it's with someone who was born the way you expected, or someone who had to fight to become who they are. The heart doesn't check birth certificates. It just knows what it knows. Life is weird. People are complicated, and that's what makes it beautiful. Wholesome ending achieved. MFW, I have everything I never knew I wanted. Feels good, man. Really good.